Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Aztec aggression campaign in Europa Universalis IV. There goes one of our big overextension pieces, which should hopefully bring down at least the peasants. I'd like to get the peasants off of the radar. I'd rather not have to deal with them, but they could fire every month. So until all this stuff finishes in December and January, it could happen. Could have a fairly sizable peasant rebellion. I could pay monarch points to... Nope, we're not going to pay. No way we're going to pay 200 monarch points for that. Let's get these guys fully reinforced, though, before we actually fight. Unless we're over the force limit, in which case we'll just shift, we'll just consolidate. Okay, so we got our two claims there. I actually can fabricate a claim on Soto for some reason. I guess, is it treating all of this water as if it's connected? Might be. That's the only active rebellion right now. And unrest is coming down, so hopefully in January here, when all of these ones get done, hopefully that's another 20%. That should bring it down by another 1% revolt risk, roughly. Which should bring the peasants back underneath positive. That would be great. Colonize, yes, that's what I was looking for. We need to colonize Omush. Okay, go. Let's grab a colonist from somewhere. Totally worth the trip. Basically, you just like get colonial enthusiasm all the time. If you do it right. Probably 75-80% uptime on it. So Floride is going to take a bunch of that stuff. Wish they'd actually have revolt risk. Also wish France would get involved in like a major land war over here. I mean, the fact that they've lost to Great Britain, that's cool. They're rivaled with Spain, who controls Portugal, and Great Britain. So should wait till they get into a big war and then attack their nation. Floride. If I could just get my income really, really high, I might consider making all the heavies. Because if we think about it, France has 28 heavies now. So let's just say I made like 40, just to make sure that even if they're a lower tech level or something, we could beat them. 40 heavies is 50 ducats apiece. 40 times 50, that's 2,000 ducats to build them. They cost right now 0.69 ducats per month each. So 0.69 times 40. Whew, 27.6 ducats a month to support those guys. 27 ducats. Basically, we get rid of the level 3 advisor. We could afford them, barely. But that would be a lot. It would be a lot of money to be spending on that. I'd like to get down inflation a bit as well. Costs a lot of manpower. The army tradition's nice though too, but this could actually push us over the manpower cap. I like the army tradition, I think. It is gonna decay pretty quick, but so I learned a few things, right, about the way that leaders are calculated. This is just off the top of my head, so it's not guaranteed to be accurate, but the way that your number of pips gets assigned, whenever you click the button on a regular general, it's going to be a D6 roll, so 1 through 6, plus your army tradition divided by 20, rounded to the nearest integer. So if you have 20, that'd be 1. If you have 40, that'd be 2. If you have 50, that'd be 2, because it rounds down. right? So the D6 plus that percentage, or that number. So in our case, it'd be a D6 plus 2. And then after that, they take, I'd have a 58.6% chance of getting plus 1. And then minus 20 from this, I'd have a 38% chance of another plus 1. And then I'd have an 18% chance of another plus 1. And then at the very end, I'd have a 50% chance of another plus 1. Take all those points, and that's the number of total pips that you get. And then there's like another formula for distributing them between shock and fire and maneuver and siege and stuff. But basically, if we could somehow get to exactly 60, that break point, that's a guaranteed extra pip on your general roll. So my mind says that anytime you're at 20, 40, 60, 80, or 100, that is a good time to roll a general, unless you expect it to go higher. Because you're guaranteed at least one extra pip. Now, you'd probably still have to roll 4, 5, 6 times just to make sure that your D6 roll is good. Because you could roll, even with the extra bonus free point, you could roll a 0, or not a 0, you could roll a 1 on your D6. Like, you can't spawn a general that's 0, 0, 0, 0, and that's because at 0 tradition, you're guaranteed 1. Like, the lowest you could possibly roll is 1. So, anyway. Something worth considering. I don't think we're going to get up to 60. We're not at war right now. Let's go ahead and roll a general. Pretty good general. 243. Nice. We like it. So and if you wanted to actually think about it, like, when you take one of these things in here, like, in offensive, for instance, where you have land leader fire plus 1, that's so good. I mean, that's like having an extra 20 army tradition, practically, because you get guaranteed extra point. I mean, it's really powerful. So we want to go offensive, I think, eventually. But before we do that, we gotta conquer a few more neighbors. Game still runs chunky. Don't know why. Might just be me. You can see the frame rate dropping. It's just, I don't know what's up with this. I have a very good computer yet. For whatever reason, my hardware doesn't agree with this this patch. I'm thinking I might just build a new computer. Who knows? Looks like Florida's winning their war on their own. France isn't even helping. If we did fight France, they have 112,000 troops. How many transports do they have? 46. So 46-man deposits. You know, we could probably beat 46 troops at once. They're on Tech 21 now. Which just gives infantry shock. Only a 3-2 general. A 3-2. I'd say our 2-4's pretty competitive. Okay, no active rebellion right now. The next active rebellion is going to be in Espachomi. Okay. We can handle that. Put our leader there. I wonder what Floride is going to do about the Huron. Nothing else that we can fabricate there. And we're already at 78% there. Alright. Ugh, it just drives me nuts how bad the game runs. I just don't remember it ever being that bad. Well, I'm thinking that I might drop the Inquisitor. So we can start training heavies. How many ships do we have right now? We got 50, all light ships. And where are they? 33 down here. Are they actually, like, doing anything for us right now? They must be, but Just out of curiosity, let's just do a quick little bit of math to see if these things are worth it. Each caravel's costing us 0.13. We have 39 in this fleet. So this fleet costs us 5.07 ducats a month. Right now, we are making 15.22 ducats from trade. If we stop protecting trade, 15.22 goes to 11.8. 15.22 minus 11.83 is 339. So we're losing money on these ships. They cost 5 ducats a month to maintain, and they're only making us 3. This node, we already have such high control in that we probably don't need them there. Where's all this trade power coming from? Receives trade power from the British West Indies. British West Indies have a bunch of trade power from transfers from traders downstream. Might not be a bad idea to spend some Diplo points to build like a bunch of marketplaces in our capital. I'm not going to scrap the ships, even if they're losing us like a ducat a month. That's still taking money from the other countries, so it's not just we're losing money, we shouldn't do it. No, we're taking money from our rivals, so there's that value as well. But yeah, I think I'm going to try building some marketplaces in Mexico. Preferably in the spots that actually have the important centers of trade first, so we can get to the level 2 version, which will multiply well. But if not that, then anywhere really, all of them. Let's just build them in every one. And I guess I'd like to keep maybe, yeah, a couple hundred ducats. We'll lower maintenance to about 60 or so %. Alright, we do not want that colony. Hey, France is up here. And since these colonies are about to finish, maybe we should just start a new one. No, I'm gonna stick with 4 colonies for the moment. Insult Spain. On the other hand, we could fortify. Well, this one's faster. Hey, Spain. You're a dummy. Alright, well, we're making money, despite the level 3 advisor. I could build the heavies, and while they're being built, mothball them. Just so we're not paying the full maintenance cost. These ships, with 83% control, I don't think need to be here. I've never trusted the tooltip here. Never trusted this one. They were protecting trade in Rio Grande. So they had 95 trade power. Yeah, I don't believe that for a second. It's not going to increase trade value from 467 to 1247. It's not right. You think you're going to send 467 to 12 gold? There's not even 12 gold in this frickin' node. Where do you get this number? You're crazy. We're making... I mean, it's almost all being steered in this direction anyway, so... let's instead protect Mexico. I'm going to have to go around the ocean. Around the South America, but... that's fine with me. Guess we're going to give Kentucky a go. I don't really care. Any of these provinces are fine. They're all good. And we're about to get this one as well. Getting up next to Vinland would be nice. Vinland is still a colonial nation underneath Norway, who's allied with Great Britain. So we can't fight them yet, but Portuguese Brazil has canceled military access they've given to Spain. Okay. Top off relations with a couple of the nearby guys that might possibly... British West Indies is friendly. Their liberty desire is not very high, but maybe if they weren't loyal for any reason, they'd practically accept support independence. We kind of need that to happen. Force limits rising. There's no more money to steal from natives. At least not much. Congo has a tiny bit. Although, there could be other nations up in here. Probably not very many. You should be able to see on this screen somewhere the total maintenance of the fleet. Maybe you can see that here? No, that'd make far too much sense. But you should be able to see like total fleet maintenance. Because seeing it here, like you could even put it here. Although I'd really prefer to see it on each individual navy. But if it said here, like first fleet, $5, like show a tally, show a list of all of the fleets that you have and how much they cost. Because you generally only have like 3 or 4 fleets. But I mean, put it in this tooltip, put it in the hover tooltip right here would be nice. What are you doing? You're protecting in Mexico down here instead of going all the way to join up? Well, that's interesting. Yeah, they're both protecting in Mexico on both sides. That's interesting. I would have expected them to go join the other fleet. Kind of would prefer them to join the other fleet, actually. Ooh, Ontario. 3 base tax. Fancy. Alright, so conversion's just always going to be something we're doing. Might get rid of the level 3 guy. I think we do. If we didn't have the level 3 guy, we could have a level 1 guy. Save tons of money, lose some monarch points, but... I guess we finish this one conversion. It still takes like a couple of years per province. We're not particularly good at conversion. Still, if I saved 28 ducats a month, I could build a heavy every 2 months. That's 6 per year. In 10 years, I could make 60. Of course, the maintenance costs would slow that up a bit, but still. And I'm going to have to start buying inflation down. Oh, you want me to do it again? Sweet. Sure. This time just for Army Tradition? Sure. Seems reasonable. What was Army Tradition? 55.8, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep on reducing inflation. It just makes such a huge impact. The amount of money that we get. So I'm assuming that all of those trade depots are done now. Trade depot. Marketplace, sorry. Yeah, so the marketplaces are done. When we look at the node now, we've got 205.5 from provinces now, which is good. I believe we're making more money from trade now than we were before. 73% control. It's still probably, like, negative from having these ships, but where else can I send them? You know, there's nowhere upstream that I can force trade. There's nowhere downstream. I can't do anything with the downstream transfers. Being over here and not having dynamic trade nodes just sucks. I can't do anything with a lot of this trade. Unless we wanted to, like, move our trade capital up here. But, no. Don't think we're going to do that. Final claim on Canada. We already have a claim on the Cree. We have no truce with the Cree, and they are our religion already. The fact that we were able to fabricate a claim makes me think I can core it. So, perhaps we should attack them. Let's see if we can. They're allied with the Huron, who are already my religion. I don't really want to do anything with the Huron. I just want to see. If I attacked you... Oh, we do have a truce with you. Oh, I missed it. Oops. Alright, cool. Well, I'm going to take a break here. I'll see you, I hope, in the next video. We're getting close. I think we're getting really close to that point where I can start to financially... It's financially viable for me to compete with France navally. France has 32 heavies now, up from like 28 a couple times ago. But yeah, we're going to have to make heavies just to be able to fight them. There's just no way around it. That or just give up control of the sea and be able to handle 46 regiment French stacks at a time. One per year, roughly. It takes about a year for transports to go from here to here and then back. I might just be able to take a 46k stack. We're on Tech 20. They're in Tech 21. They do have full offensive, though. And full defensive. And they've got Elan, so they've got 5 billion on morale. But maybe. Might happen. Oh, Chickasaw is no longer guaranteed. Are you actually Western? You actually succeeded! Hey, good for you. Well, we're going to fabricate a claim on you then. And we're going to cancel military access on you, and we're going to attack you. Alright, I'm going to take a break here. I'll see you soon.